れがあの子の不思議な力。分かったイーブイ。リフレクター。
Yo, 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 it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another Pokemon Journeys episode review. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and review our episode 79 of the Pokemon Journeys anime. And as always, if you guys enjoy this video, please feel free to hit it with a like because it greatly helps me know that you guys are enjoying the content. But yeah, let's talk about this episode. There wasn't a lot to talk about, but I do want to give you guys a couple insights that I caught while watching the episode. So firstly is, of course, this episode takes place in the Johto region, and in turn, the people in this episode spoke in a Kansai dialect, which is actually very accurate as to where Johto is. Johto is technically in the Kansai region of Japan. It's where it's based on, the entire, aesthetic and all that stuff, and the people there spoke in that dialect. But yeah, that's just a little fun fact I wanted to give you guys as a Japanese language nerd. But yes, so the premise of this episode was basically that Eevee wanted to go, or rather Chloe wanted to go and see Umbreon and Espeon, as she's really been hunting down all the Eeveelutions recently, and then that led her to go to this festival in the Johto region where the princess ended up being her clone, but just literally her with a different dialect, and actually a strong battler with her Umbreon and Espeon. And now the cool thing is that she's also kind of like Chloe, not only in looks, but she actually didn't really force her Umbreon and Espeon to be Umbreon and Espeon. It just kind of happened while protecting her in certain situations. So she kind of agrees with Chloe, like, oh, I understand that you don't want to, force your Eevee to evolve into anything specific. I was kind of the same way. And then there was an entire conflict with her, because basically she's a descendant of the original people of this castle, and they all believe that Umbreon and Espeon were like gods, basically. And there was this main person, like the sun person, and he had a little brother that was the moon person. And then at one point the moon people had like some fallout, I guess. And then there was a character named Katsuki, which ended up being a descendant of the moon person, whereas Haruhi, I believe her name was, which is the Chloe clone, was a descendant of the sun people. And then at the end of the episode, they kind of just reconcile after he kidnaps Chloe and does a whole bunch of random stuff. I don't know, like, I really did not like this episode. I just couldn't get into it as much. Like, I did not like last week's filler, and I thought that this week's filler was even worse than that. So, in my opinion, though, I like Johto, I like the aesthetic, and I like that they were in a festival. First of all, Ash and Gold did absolutely nothing this episode. They could have been absent, and it would have been a perfectly fine episode of just Chloe and Eevee, in my opinion. But yeah, I can understand why they brought in the other guys. But yeah, like, this was just an okay episode. We see Eevee did use Mimic and copied Reflect. We did see Espeon use Wish, which was the first time that Wish has been used in the anime period, which I thought was pretty cool. And overall, just nothing happened. Like, Eevee sees the new evolution. So Eevee's up to what? Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon. What else has Eevee seen? Is that it? Has he only seen 3 so far? I think maybe only seen 3, to my knowledge. I don't know. I may be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's seen 3, so we're going to at least get probably episodes focused on the other ones. I can see Glaceon and Leafeon being another package deal, and maybe if Flareon and Jolteon being another package deal. But yeah, we're just going to we're going to have Pokemon World Championships, we're going to have trial missions, and we're going to have Eevee seeing all the Eeveelutions. That's going to be the 3 arcs of this anime. That's all we're going to get. And yeah, and just in general, like all the other episodes, this episode is very weak, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, though. I totally understand if you guys enjoyed this episode. I think I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 10. And that's being very kind, I feel like, to be honest. But yeah, there was not much to talk about, so I'm going to keep this episode review short. But next week's episode does look very promising, so I look forward to watching that. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. It's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.